Hello Billy, back at it again with another video, and today it's episode 2 of Reliving the Past. And breaking news, you know my Sequest cartridge that I got to work? Let's see if this focuses on my game. I got a new camera, by the way, Canon T5i, and you know, if I can get it, look at that autofocus on that video, that's awesome, I love that. So anyways, yep, there's my autofocus, it's amazing. So I got the Canon T5i with stuff, and I'm glad I got it because it's just lit. Like, look at that autofocus, it's amazing. But anyways, today, this game, I got this game about like 3 years ago. I made a video of dropping this out the window, right? Because it was not working at all. So I'm like, I'm done, I'm not going to use it. So it was downstairs, and I'm like, I'm getting all this Atari stuff, so might as well test it out. So I tested it out, and it didn't work. And then I cleaned it, like, I double cleaned it with, like, rubbing alcohol and stuff. And it worked so, like, good. It was amazing. Like, it was perfect. Anyways, so yeah, I got this, and it worked. It works every time, and I'm just so glad that this worked. But anyways, today, we're not going to talk about the 2600, we're going to talk about the PlayStation 1. A system that is like, it's good, but how many of these were made, and they are so cheap. Like, look at the PlayStation 1 here. It's so nice. Anyways, my model is like the, it's a newer model because it doesn't have the AV ports on the back of this. So that's alright, and it still has a serial I/O port, which it's not the latest model. They literally made like 500 quadrillion models of the PlayStation 1, and that's why they're like so cheap nowadays. You can literally go to a game store, and I mean a game store, and get one for $25. A PlayStation 1 for $25 of how many games? Like, I'm guessing 300 games in the library. It wasn't too big because of 3D technology, new at the time. This console was released in 1994 in Japan, so I'm thinking that, like, you know, at the time, the Super Nintendo was out in, like, 1990 when it was still 2D, but it kind of had some 3D capabilities. But when the PlayStation 1 came out, and, like, Tomb Raider, like, that 3D crazy stuff. Do I hear my... I thought I heard my computer. I was like, what's that sound? But it was, like, some lawnmower outside. But anyways, the PlayStation 1 has a full 3D potential, and it can play 3D games, and it's just, it doesn't, I'm not saying it looks good at all compared to these days, but it was still insane at the time. That's why there wasn't many, you know, games on the system, because, you know, game developers were, like, learning. But anyways, it's a really good system. It's not my favorite system. I got this for $8 at the thrift store about like 3 years ago in 2014. So I'm glad I picked it up, because obviously who doesn't have one? And if I didn't find it at the thrift store, I don't really... I see them at the flea market, but I see them overpriced. And, you know, obviously they're at game stores with with controllers and stuff like that. So it's a pretty good console if, you know, you want to get PlayStation. But this is one of the consoles I played as a kid. This is like when I was like 5 years old. Me and my brother was playing like NHL like 90 something. It was insane, and we were playing like just all these old games. Like, this was like, I had the system. Like, this was one of my systems I played every day. So the one game. This is a weird story. I know I wasn't going to talk about the games, but, like, you know, it's kind of boring just talking about the system. But the one games I played was this one game. It's Rayman, and I was like, I saw it at the thrift store for like $2 or $3 or whatever it is, and I was like, should I buy it? And I'm like, sure, because it's like a $20 game, right? So, you know, I obviously bought it, and then I was like, So I bought it, and I took it home, and I had the most I can't even experience this feeling. It was like the feeling I got 3 years ago when I went to the exchange and I seen, like, every single console. It was the craziest feeling ever. Like, I was playing this game, and I literally got hit with nostalgia, or whatever that's called. I was literally like, phew. It was insane. It was, like, freaking crazy. I bought this game, and I'm not like, the back kind of looked familiar, But I was not expecting this game to be like one of my childhood games, and it was. I got home and I'm like, wow, I played this before. I was literally like mind blown. It was insane. It's like perfect condition, and I will always keep this game now. Like, I completely forgot about it. I know I had like the Rugrats game. I know I had this Hot Wheels game, this Digimon game. I never knew I had Rayman. Like, that's insane to me. But oh my god. But anyways. Let's see what my model is. It's SCPH5501, and yeah, like I said, there's a billion models of it, but yeah, I'm not gonna get into that. So on the back here, there's a power cord. It's such a common power cord, and you see like these power cords everywhere for like, I think the PlayStation 2 uses the same one, and the PlayStation 1 and Dreamcast uses the same one, and maybe PlayStation 3 uses the same one, and then the AV is just a normal flat AV. PlayStation 1, 2, and 3 uses, and I think that's it. It's only a PlayStation thing, but it's super easy. If you don't even, like, for me, if I seen one for $5, I wouldn't buy it, honestly, because, like, I have one, and I would just end up reselling it, but by the time I try to, like, bundle things with it, like, say just a $5 just system alone. By the time I would bundle things with it, I'll be losing money because I'd be like, oh, controller and then the cords. So it'd be like such a mess. So like literally these things are completely worthless to like people, and people have like a ton of them. It's just insane. Like there's so many out there. So yeah. But anyways, as a disk drive open thing, which is cool. Has a weird power button, which is weird, and then a reset button, which is cool. You need your memory card. You need your memory cards. Don't forget about that. Because I remember when I bought mine, I didn't have a memory card, and I had to get one. It's a blue memory card. That's cool. And then yeah, because I swear I hate systems with memory cards, because like you're like, oh, I'm gonna go home and play this game, but you kind of get screwed over because you know. You don't have a memory card, so you can't save your game. Same with N64. I've been looking for a memory card for how long, but I just don't feel like buying one. I'm just waiting one to get cheap, you know. It's insane, but I don't really have many N64 games I have to play and I have to save right at the moment. Okay, so when this system was first released, the controllers weren't so good. It looked like this, right? And like this looks super weird to you. Like this looks so weird to me right now. Like when I seen this, I was like, what the F? Because I never really like looked it up. I never knew it existed. So like playing like games, well, some games don't use the analog sticks or whatever. So you had to like use the D-pad for some games, but it was terrible. And then you obviously have your X, circle, triangle, and square button that they made in the start and select, R1 and R2, L1 and L2. So there's a lot of buttons on the controller, which was pretty good. But eventually they came out with a controller. This isn't the exact same controller. I have one somewhere, but I just wanted to show you this. Like it's pretty much the exact same thing. But it looks like this, and it's more gray, like the same gray as this color, and it has the two analog sticks, and it's the exact same controller. And then later, when the PS1 was released, technically this is called the PlayStation 1. The small, slim PS1, that was called the PS1. And that's why you get this, let's see if we can get this. If you see this controller, it says PS1 on it. So this is a lighter color of the controller, and it says PS1 on it. I found this at the thrift store, and it was just like, I was like, they made a controller just for that system. So you don't really see these controllers too often. I'm surprised I like ran into one, honestly. So it was cool that I have one, because like I'm never gonna, you know, I've never seen one in the wild. I don't even think I've seen one like at game stores. I don't know why. I just never really. You might see one with the system, but I just never seen one with it. And at the end, it has a more thin thing with it. It's weird. It's a more thin like thing instead of the square that they always use. But yeah, the controllers are cool. Obviously there's like accessories like shooting guns and like arcade sticks. Speaking of arcade sticks, I actually have this one behind me. I totally forgot about this. It's for PlayStation 2. No, it's for PlayStation 1, I mean. I don't know why I thought it was for 2. But obviously, I completely forgot about this. But like, yeah, this is a Hori fighting stick. And obviously, for every system, they have their fighting sticks, like shooting gun things, weird controllers. But I bought this for like $15 from some guy. and it's so nice. Like, it is a legitimately, it's a legit freaking fighting stick controller. It's amazing, and it has the joystick, and you can hear the click. You can hear the freaking click, and it sounds so nice. Like, playing with it is so much fun because you have all these buttons on here. You have your start and select button, and then you have up top you have your turbo, I think. You have your normal turbo start mode button, select button, turbo, yes, the speed of that turbo. So you literally have all your buttons, so you don't have to like do some crazy crap on the combo. So playing, what games do I have? I have Tekken. Tekken's so fun with this controller. Like, it's so fun. It's like, if you had two of these, man, like, it would be so fun playing fighting games or with tournaments or something like that. So definitely get a fighting stick, even for like PlayStation 3. Like, the fighting sticks are insane. Like, they're insane. I thought my camera was gonna stop because the time was blinking, and like Charlie's camera, I think he has the T3i, so like, you know, his camera stops after like 12 or 13 minutes, which I'm on 12 minutes right now. But, you know, like, it's alright. I can't wait to use this picture for pictures. Like, video doesn't look the best right now because of lighting, but maybe in, like, like, when I put it in Premiere, it will look better. Because obviously I'm looking on a screen right now, but, you know, like, the lighting is so weird in here. But it's a great camera. I have the T5i, which is a great camera, and I can't wait to start using it, like, for pictures and stuff. So, yeah. So, just stay looking forward to that, and I just love how I have a camera now. It's amazing. But anyways, back to the PlayStation 1. That's pretty much about the PlayStation 1. It was just a boring console in the history of all these game consoles that came out. It's just simple, just plain, and it's a good, I don't know, it's a good system, but, you know, the graphics and the controls of some of these games are really, really bad. So you would have to get some, like, arcade games on the PlayStation 1. Like, Rayman is amazing. Like, it's a 2D thing, obviously. It's amazing, though. Like, what else do I have? Like, Crash Bandicoot. That's a 3D game, but it's not, like, real-life 3D. Oh, my God. It's compared to that, to Tomb Raider, it looks like the Tomb Raider is on Atari. Like, it's actually insane. The graphics on Crash is really nice. And, you know, like, there's so many games for the PlayStation 1. The only bad thing that for PlayStation 1 games is there is in this plastic glass jewel case thing, whatever you want to call it, and they crack all the time. So every game, like, you know, usually all the games I find, they're cracked or, like, you know, they're messed up, and some discs are messed up. They don't have the manuals with them, like, on the front. It's really annoying. I hate how they did that. But there's some of them, there's some long box games, and they're, like, made out of cardboard, which you really never see these. They made these, like, long box cardboard games, like, in the early stages of the PlayStation, I think. So there wasn't many of them, but I don't know how many there were, but I don't think they were that, they were better than this trash, because like I said, you just find them destroyed, and, you know, it's just annoying. So finding complete games, you know, it's kind of weird. I just like how small the case is. It's small as the disc. So, wow. It's small as the disc. So when you put it on the shelf, it doesn't take much room. It's just the disc itself, and it's just so nice. Instead of, like, all these, like, new, like, PlayStation 2, 3, 4, not 4, PlayStation 2, not 3 either, PlayStation 2, original Xbox, Xbox 360, they have, like, this huge case, and it just takes up so much room. It's like, ew, like, no. But I'm fine with it. Like, I don't really care. Maybe some people care about it, but yeah, that's pretty much it gonna be for the PlayStation 1. I should clean this PlayStation 1, because I still have the sticker residue when it's at, like, $8 or whatever, so it was crazy. But anyways, oh, and then the intro screen, the intro title screen, nostalgic as ballsacks. Like, I swear to God, like, I remember, like, my old one was, like, bad, and it didn't work every time, so I listened to that, like, every single day, like, 100 times a day. I swear to God, because I tried to get the games to work, and I just heard that over and over, and I was, like, super young. So when I plugged this in the first time and I heard that, I'm like, holy nostalgic crap. Like, it was insane, but I love the title screen. And then eventually, you know, after came this, the PlayStation 2, the most selling console ever. and with all those games, it's crazy to think that like just after this plain old system, PlayStation 2 came up and blew up everything and literally became like the best selling system out there. So those are cheap too, but we'll talk about that in another episode. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed number 2 of Reliving the Past of the PlayStation 1. I hope you come back next time. Go watch my last week, which I did the NES. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Building out.
Hey guys, hope you really liked that video. And if you did, please
Like, comment, share, and subscribe.
You should also check out our Twitter,
Facebook,
and Tumblr.
See you again soon!